Hey, what's happening? And welcome to Yoga with Rachel. Also, welcome to your air element yoga flow. No items are required today, so just bring your breath, your wonderful self, and an open heart. Let's get started. We begin our practice in extended child's pose. Bring your big toes together, knees about as wide as the long edges of your yoga mat. Walk your hands forward slightly as you sit back towards your heels. Come up onto your fingertips, lifting your palms away from your mat. Find a gentle sway from side to side, finding some movement in your hips, your back, and neck. Find stillness. Breathe in. Breathe out to melt your heart space to the earth. Forehead and forearms release to the earth. Another option for extended child's pose is to lay on your back with your knees hugged in and then a little bit wider than hip distance apart. So feel free to choose that option. As you breathe in through your nose, fill your lungs with air. And then breathe out through your nose to empty it out. I invite you to continue these deep breath cycles as we discuss today's theme. The air element is connected to our hearts and mind. The air element is associated with the heart chakra. In today's class, we explore heart-opening postures that offer a generous stretch to the chest, shoulders, and to the back body. Heart openers can also help us breathe deeply as we open up through an area of the body that tends to be collapsed throughout the day due to lifestyle and also patterns that are developed in the body. This can include patterns developed because we're working at a computer for a long period of time, driving, texting, and so on. You may notice that your shoulders round forward and that there is a collapse in the heart space as our back body enters flexion. So, we are going to open our hearts as we flow today. This can help us bring balance to the air element. As a side note, check out the classes that I have linked in the right-hand corner to learn more about the air element and also the heart chakra. All right, feel free to stay here or bring your palms together. Send your hands behind your head so that way the bottom of your hands are resting against the back of your head. For a deeper stretch, walk your elbows forward. This offers a lovely stretch to the triceps. And perhaps this change in posture allows you to breathe more deeply. So we are here for 3 more breath cycles. Gorgeous. Release your palms back to the earth. Hands reach forward in extended child's pose. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, press your palms into the earth to help you rise up. Swing your legs off to one side and then come to a seat on your mat. Send both legs out long, walking your feet to hip distance apart. Toes point towards the sky. Hug your right knee in towards your chest. Guide your right foot over your left leg, and then place your whole right foot on your mat. Keep your sit bones rooted to the earth as you twist your upper body to the right. Place your right hand on the earth, and then connect your outer left elbow with your outer right thigh. Open your heart here by staying lifted in the chest. Turn your head to look past your right shoulder. Breathe deeply here, directing the breath to your heart space and then to your belly for a few breath cycles. Beautiful. Unravel, coming out of your twist. And then send your right leg out long, coming back to our starting position. Hug your left knee in. Guide your left foot over to the right side, and your left foot connects with your mat. Breathe in. Breathe out to twist to the left, connecting your outer right elbow with your outer left thigh, and your left fingertips connect with the earth. Turn to look past your left shoulder. Use the breath to guide you a bit deeper into this twist. All right, make your way out of the twist and then send your left leg out long. Breathe in. Breathe out to bring both legs in, coming to a cross-legged seat. Interlace your fingers out in front and then send your hands to the sky and then behind the back of your head. Send your elbows from left to right so your elbows are wide. Fingers remain interlaced. Palms gently rest against the back of your head. Breathe in to lift your chest, arch through your back body, lift your chin slightly as you look up. Breathe out to slowly round through your back body, keeping your elbows wide, releasing your chin closer towards your chest. Hands are lightly touching the back of your head. Breathe in to lift up through your chest, opening your heart, elbows are wide, lifting your gaze. Breathe out to round through, belly button hugs in, keep those elbows wide. One more round of the seated cat-cow variation. Breathe in to lift and look up. Breathe out to round through your spine. Breathe in to come back to a neutral spine, aligning your head over your heart. Release your bind with your hands as you reach both hands to the sky. Spread through your fingers. Breathe in to find length throughout the side body. Breathe out to bend at your elbows, finding goalpost arms. Draw your hands back in space to deepen the stretch in your chest and your shoulders. Draw your shoulder blades closer together. Breathe in to reach your hands overhead, and then breathe out to float your hands back down to your sides. Kindly make your way to all fours. When you get there, walk your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hip points. Step your right foot behind you and then towards the back edge of your mat. Find a rocking motion forward and back to stretch out through the sole of your foot and your wrists. Find stillness. Breathe in. Breathe out to hug your right knee in towards your chest, round through your spine, nose moves towards your knee. Breathe in. Breathe out to step your right foot through. Walk your left knee back in space for a deeper stretch in your lower body. Your right knee is stacked over your right ankle. Loop your shoulders and look forward to open up through your heart. On your next breath in, send your hands forward and then to the sky. Breathe out to relax your shoulders away from your ears and sink deeper into this lunge. Breathe in to take up space between your palms. Breathe out to clap your hands together and then draw your hands to your heart. Thumbs connect with your sternum. Let your heart lead the way as you twist your torso to the right. Fold forward slightly as you connect your outer left elbow with your outer right thigh. Chest reaches towards your thumbs. At least that is the intention. So there's no need to force anything here. Listen to your body, to your heart, as you breathe here for another loving breath cycle. Make your way out of the twist and look forward. Breathe in. Breathe out to lower your palms to the earth. Step your right foot back to join your left. We meet on all fours. Step your left foot towards the back edge of your mat. Find a rocking motion forward and back. Find stillness. Breathe in Breathe out to draw your left knee in towards center as you round through your back body, nose towards your knee. Breathe in. Breathe out to step your left foot all the way through, and there's an option to walk your right knee back. Fingertips frame your left foot. Loop your shoulders, reach your chest forward, and tuck in your chin slightly. Breathe in to rise up, reaching your hands to the sky. Breathe out to take up space between your palms. Breathe in. Breathe out to clap your hands together, and then slowly lower your hands to your heart. Breathe in. Breathe out to twist your torso to the left. Connect your outer right elbow with your outer left thigh. Enjoy this loving spinal twist for a breath cycle. Lovely. Unravel, coming back to center. Let's breathe in together. And then breathe out to plant your palms on the earth, and then step your left foot back to meet your right foot. Knees under your hips once again. Walk your hands a little wider than shoulder width apart. Spread through your fingers. Curl your toes under, and then lift your kneecaps away from the earth. Hover here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now send your hips to the sky, finding a downward facing dog. Ground down through your heels. Breathe in. Breathe out to bend at your knees, releasing your belly closer towards your thighs. Heels lift away from your mat. Can you feel that lovely opening in your heart space? Let's take 3 cleansing breath cycles here together. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in. Open mouth exhale. Breathe in. And this time sigh it out. Let's crisscross our feet to the top edge of the mat. We meet together in a forward fold. Find a generous bend in your knees. Allow your fingertips to lightly kiss the earth. On your next breath in, slowly roll up through your spine. Take your time. Once you are there, find ways to stand tall. Perhaps this means rocking your pelvis forward, drawing your shoulders back in space, and tucking in your chin slightly. These actions can help create a lift in the chest, and it can improve our posture. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release your palms to your thighs, and then find a slight bend in your knees. Breathe in to loop your shoulders, heart center shines forward, direct your chin towards the sky. Breathe out to round through your back body, chin towards your chest. Palms remain on your thighs. Breathe in to come forward, arching through your back body. Breathe out to round through. Breathe in to make your way forward, chin lifts towards the sky. And then breathe out, hugging your belly button in towards your spine as you round through. Breathe in to find a neutral spine, and then stand tall on your mat in mountain pose. Breathe in to reach your hands to the sky. And then on your next breath out, begin to fold forward, leading with your heart, forward fold. Breathe in to a halfway lift. Fingertips can rest on the earth, or on your shins or thighs. Breathe out to fold. Plant your palms on the earth and then step it back to a high plank. Press away from your yoga mat. Rock a little forward and back a few times. Breathe in to shift forward, rolling onto your tiptoes. And then breathe out to begin to bend at your elbows, lowering onto your belly. Untuck your toes, place your hands so that way they are in line with your ribcage. Breathe in to find a baby cobra, open your heart as you lift your chest. Breathe out to lower and release. Breathe in, baby cobra, perhaps growing a little taller here. Breathe out to lower. Breathe in, baby cobra or cobra pose, perhaps exploring a deeper back bend. Allow your heart to shine forward. Breathe out to lower and release. Curl your toes under, press your palms into the earth as you press up to a plank. Breathe in. Breathe out to send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Step or hop your feet to the top edge of your mat, forward fold. Keep a generous bend in your knees. Plant your palms on your mat as you step your right foot back. Keep your right heel lifted. Find a small bend in that back knee. On your next breath in, send your hands to the sky. Breathe out to relax your shoulders down. Align your front knee over your ankle or slightly behind, and direct your hips to face forward towards the top edge of your mat, high lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out to bring your right hand to your heart space. Twist your upper body to the left as you send your left hand behind you and reaching. Relax your shoulders. Send the breath to your right hand. Breathe in. Breathe out to make your way out of the twist. Straighten through your front leg. Keep a small bend in your left knee. Breathe in to place both hands on your heart space. Breathe out to send your hands behind you by your tailbone. Interlace your fingers, reach your hands towards the earth and then away from your body. Walk your right foot in a bit to prep for our next pose. So there's an option to stay here, or you can begin to lift your right foot away from your mat, hinging forward at your hip as your upper body comes forward. Keep that bind with your hands. Your back leg is about parallel to the sky, and same with your upper body. Point through your toes. Warrior 3 variation. Consider how this posture feels in your body. Take a slow breath in through your nose. And then on your breath out, make your way out of Warrior 3, but keep that bind with your hands. Your right toes kiss the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out to release the bind, and then step your right foot up to meet your left foot at the top of your mat. Breathe in to sweep your hands up and overhead. Breathe out to fold forward. Breathe in to find a halfway lift. Send your arms back in space, finding airplane arms, so palms are facing the earth. Feel that lovely work in your triceps. And then breathe out to fold. Plant your palms on your mat. Slide your right foot back, followed by your left foot, plank pose. Breathe in to rock forward, coming up onto your tiptoes, and then breathe out to begin to lower down to the earth. Breathe in as you find your cobra. Perhaps you grow a little taller here due to the spaciousness that we have been working to cultivate in this heart-opening yoga flow. And then breathe out to lower and release. Breathe in to press up to a plank. Breathe out to make your way to a downward facing dog. Once again, step your feet to the top of your mat, where we meet in a forward fold. Plant your palms on the earth, and then step your left foot back. Your heel is lifted. Breathe in to reach your hands to the sky. Breathe out to sink into your front leg. Square your hips to face forward. Chest faces forward as well. Breathe in to look up. Breathe out to place your left hand on your heart space. Twist your upper body to the right, and then send your right hand back and behind. I invite you to smile a little here and use your breath to help you dig in a little deeper. Breathe in. Breathe out to come out of this gentle twist, and then place both hands on your heart. You can straighten through your right leg a bit while still keeping a small bend in that knee. Breathe in. Breathe out to swim your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers, reaching the knuckles down and away from your body. There's an option to stay here, or you can walk your foot in a bit and then slowly lift your left foot away from the ground as your upper body moves forward. Your back leg and your torso are about parallel to the earth. Point through your back toes. We are working on balance, building strength, and opening up some more in our heart space. Breathe in. Breathe out to slowly lower your back foot to the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out to release your bind. And then step your left foot up to meet your right in mountain pose. Let's flow. Breathe in to take up space as you send your hands to the sky. Breathe out to clap your hands together and then slice your hands right down through the middle, making your way to a forward fold. Breathe in to a flat back position. You decide a variation that feels best for you here. And then breathe out to fold. Plant your palms on your mat and then step it back to a plank. Rock forward and back until you eventually shift forward, lower down onto your belly. Breathe in to find your cobra, and then breathe out to lower and release. Tuck your toes under and make your way back to a plank. Breathe in. Breathe out to lower your knees to the earth. Swing your legs off to one side and then make your way to a seat on your mat. Walk your feet in, placing the soles of your feet on your mat. Knees point towards the sky. Your feet are about hip distance apart. Bring your palms together and then to your heart. Loop your shoulders, bringing your shoulder blades closer together. Find length through your spine before leaning back. Keep your heels resting on your mat. So there's an option to stay here, or you can explore a gentle twist. Breathe in. Breathe out to twist your upper body to the right. Lower body remains rooted in place. Release your right fingertips to the earth, and your left hand reaches towards the sky. Breathe in to come back to center, hands to heart. Breathe out to twist to the left. Release your left fingertips to the earth, and your right hand reaches towards the sky. Breathe in to make your way back to center, hands to heart. Continue this action for a few more rounds, moving at a pace that feels good for you. I encourage you to sync breath to action. Continue to explore today's theme of opening your heart, perhaps considering what this means to you. All right, wherever you are, you can even it out and then make your way back to center. Breathe in. Breathe out to release your whole foot to the earth. Wrap your arms around your shins and then bow your head. Hold yourself here in this warm and loving embrace. Lift your head, and now let's make our way onto our back. When you are there, walk your feet in towards your booty. Feet are about hip distance apart. Arms rest at your sides, fingertips inch closer towards your heels. On your next breath then, lift your hips to the sky. If you would like a deeper stretch, snuggle your shoulder blades under your back body. This action encourages you to reach your chest towards your chin, opening up your heart a little more in bridge pose. Breathe out to lower your back body to the earth. Breathe in to lift your hips to the sky. This time, maybe you play around with interlacing your fingers under your back body. Before you lower back down to the earth, release your bind, placing your hands at your sides once again. And then on your next breath out, slowly lower your back body to the earth. Breathe in to find your bridge pose, playing around with an option that feels best for you and your body. Breathe out to slowly lower and release. Walk your feet to the long edges of your mat, toes point out, heels turn in slightly. Melt both knees over towards the right side. The soles of your feet lift away from the ground. And then melt your knees over to the left, holding here. One more time, melting the knees to the right. And then over to the left. And then bring your knees back to center. Walk your feet towards one another so that way the soles of your feet touch. Knees fall open and grow heavy. For a deeper hip stretch, walk your feet in towards your body. Or you can keep some space between your heels and your body. Place your left hand on your heart space and then your right hand on your belly. Arms grow heavy and relax here. If you would like a little bit more of a lift in your heart space, snuggle your shoulder blades under your back body, creating even more space between your ears and your shoulders. Chin tucks in slightly to create length in the back of your neck. Breathe in. Breathe out to slowly close your eyes. As you hold yourself here, you can play around with deepening your breath. Perhaps you are breathing a bit deeper now that we are nearing the end of our practice, especially after exploring heart openers intended to stretch out the chest. And it is all good if the inhalations and exhalations feel the same. Meet yourself wherever you are today. Perhaps you take a moment to consider how you feel. This practice is designed to bring about balance to the air element and the heart chakra. So perhaps you feel calm, energized, joyful, connected. Maybe you feel love or compassion towards yourself and others. Perhaps you just simply feel awesome following this yoga flow. There's no right or wrong answer. Again, I invite you to take note of how you feel. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your hands to the outer edges of your thighs and close your legs. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Cross your ankles just as you would if you were sitting on the ground. Place your hands on the outer edges of your feet and then begin to rock and roll the length of your spine a few times, eventually making your way to a seat. When you are there, let's breathe on in as we send our hands from left to right, thumbs towards the sky. Spread through your fingers. Lift your chest and your chin. Breathe out to slowly As slow as you can go, draw your palms together. And then to your heart. Bow your head, connecting mind to heart. I now invite you to take in the deepest and sweetest breath that you have taken in all day. And then just let that breath go. I hope that you enjoyed this air element yoga flow to open your heart. Thank you for spending time with me on your mat. Kindly subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave me a comment down below so that way we can chat. Take good care. We end today's class by saying Namaste.